Welcome to episode 8, which is the last episode of our series, that is from Kenya, Uganda and Rwanda. And this time we are in Western Uganda. Remember the last time we were in fotr, also part of Western Uganda, but now I moved to a different part, that is Kasese. Kasese town is also a very hot area. It has humid weather, but I won't equate it to Mombasa or any coastal weather, more of a Kisumu weather. But in terms of how the weather behaves, it behaves like Mombasa weather. So one time it's raining, another time it's hot, but for me it was manageable. To others it might be too hot. So welcome and enjoy. After breakfast, of course, I got to read on a good one. Nilikuwa nimetota. Hey, see the weather imebadilika tayari. So on the way it takes from my hotel, ilikuwa somewhere inaanza na W between Fort Portal na Kasese, sikumbuki hiyo jina, ni ngumu. Along the way we got rained on a good one. Let me give you context. So from my hotel, the hotel is actually huge. It's on a huge acre of land. So from inside mpaka kwa main road where you take the taxis to your destination ni kama from Posta to Ferry. Hapo nilitembea almost 10 minutes nikitembea. Nilinyeshewa wewe, nilinyeshewa. Hayo. Mvua ikanyesha na kuna magari, so ikabidi I seek shelter under a tree. Ndio maana unaniona hapo kwa taxi nimekaa peke yangu. Nilikuwa nimetota kila mahali ndugu yangu. Ya tuenzetu Kasese sasa. Enjoy the views guys, the views. That is Rwenzori Mountains. Anything you see, the Rwenzori Mountains, they call it Mountain of the Moon. Kasese as a destination boasts of natural and healing hot springs that bring about community wellness. So you go to a place, if you are sick or you've been ailing for 1 year, 3 months or 6 months or 5 years, you can consistently go to any of those healing hot springs and believe that you will get well. And true to its definition, I am going there to witness. Mimi ni Judas, I must see. Ni Judas ndiye alikuwa naona ama ni nani huyo kwa Bible? Huyo, I must see things. Thomas. Doubting Thomases. But their hot springs are not like the one we are used to in Kikuletwa, the Chemka hot springs in Arusha, in Moshi. Their hot springs are really hot.
Dewa bantu omukesa bulangera ukole ekibali kena yusunyirunda yi omja kukesa kali nyisira ye. Our second hot spring.
Bayo, apareça.
Sim, ganhou nada.
Parou com o que você me está ali.
Baby, I'm surprising. I was running. You couldn't keep up. You were falling down. It's only one way down. I'm giving.
They have a lot of hot spring, but here specifically is for healing. So this hot water is for healing. It heals your body, it heals your soul, and of course it's very hot. So come and enjoy this place that they call it Tegeta. I've forgotten the name, but they call it Tegeta. So they also do massage, the traditional healers, there's food. Everyone comes here for in the evening for treatment, either treatment or just to relax and swim. So enjoy. This is also another place in Kasese, just next to the Kiwa Heritage. So enjoy.
so I decided to finish at the Equator line. The place where it's located is also at the border. Remember, even at the hot springs, I was speaking in Swahili because it borders Congo. So kuna wale wanaongea Kiswahili na kuna wale wa huku wa Uganda. So they are neighbors.
Applies to aeroplanes, bullets, rockets, missiles, artillery. Aeroplanes in the north, they are to the right, and the south to the left. It's called a jet stream. Likewise, you shoot a bullet when you're shooting in the north, it sways to the right, and the south to the left. So snipers will tell us, to hit your target, you need to know which hemisphere for you to get a proper trajectory. It's called a spin course. Same applies to rockets. Most of them are launched near the equator because there they go straight and faster. Far away they are deflected from the target. So that's why in Europe their launching station is in South America at French Guiana, closer to the equator line. So we go to the center. See,
Yes, we go to the equator now.
100 years back, we were Frenchmen in Ecuador. Ecuador is a Spanish word for equator. So their countries, Equator, is produced Colombia, Brazil, Africa, Sao Tome and Principe, Gabon, Congo, Brazzaville, DRC, Congo, Uganda, Kenya, Somalia, Asia, Maldives, Kiribati, Singapore, Indonesia and Malaysia. The circumference is 40,077 kilometers. You stand here on the equinox day, you won't see a shadow. The sun will be right on the head. 21st of March and 23rd September. Still on the line, you weigh lighter, 1 kg off your weight. Centrifugal forces make you lighter here. We are far away from the center of gravity and the poles. Wow. The reason it does not spin
After a whole day of adventure, I went back to my hotel to pick up my bags, and off I was to catch a night bus back to Kampala. Takes 6 hours again and travel overnight. Slept all the way, didn't capture anything. Arrived in the morning around 6 a.m. There were no buses to Nairobi, so I took a shuttle around 9 a.m. after breakfast to Busia. There were no buses, so just know that in the morning there are no buses going to Nairobi from Kampala. All of them are night buses from 7 or 9 p.m. a.m. you have to take a shuttle. So I took one of these shuttles, hizi taxis zao matatu, to Busia border. arrived at Busia, I was so tired, was stamped in less than 10 minutes and I was done, and I booked another bus to Nairobi because there were no buses to Mombasa until the next day. And remember, I was fighting nirauke nipate gari za Mombasa around 2 p.m. They go from 2 p.m. na zote za Mombasa zilikuwa zimeenda by saa 7 on that day. So I had to travel on that day. I could not sleep in Busia, so I booked another vehicle to Nairobi. All vehicles to Nairobi zote zilikuwa zinatoka at 7 p.m. Remember, I arrived around 3 p.m. Hey, mimi hivyo nikatafuta mlo, nikatafuta mali pa kupiga shower. I got a very nice hot shower. There are some very clean washrooms, public washrooms. Zinalipiwa lakini very nice. Pay spending 20 shillings or 50 bob. I paid, I think, 50 bob with warm, with majimoto and everything. Very clean. They are still new, so ziko tu hapo Busia border. Very nice. So I was so tired after a nice shower. I changed because I remember I had traveled overnight and in the morning throughout. Na bado na travel usiku. So again I slept all the way. That hot spring ya wellness ilinipeleka, mwili yangu ilikuwa iko nyororo bwana. I slept throughout until nimefika Nairobi. I arrived around 5 a.m. in Nairobi. Sisi hao tunangoja magari asubuhi. So again from here nilifika mapema, nilipata, I booked a shuttle, not those buses zinicheleweshe kwa njia. So I took another shuttle to Mombasa. Now this shuttle ilituweka hapa bwana, ilituambia by 6 a.m. tunatoka. Tulikaa hapo mpaka saa 3 asubuhi bwana. Tulikaa, kazi yetu ni kuangalia traffic na gari ijae. But at least shuttle after hapa vile ilishaja gari one on one, ama ni moja kwa moja mpaka Mombasani. So from there I didn't capture anything. I slept all the way. Remember, I had not slept for the last 48 hours in between traveling. So this journey is not for the weak. It is for those adventurers who love road trips and can manage long hours of being on the road. So enjoy, plan accordingly, and I enjoyed this series of Kenya, Rwanda and Uganda, and maybe I'll put a documentary for the whole thing, but this is where we stop. From Nairobi all the way to Mombasa, I didn't capture anything, so just enjoy the vibes of Nairobi with very nice and vibrant matatus and nganyas.
Tuongoze katika safari yetu. Nguvu za giza na mipango za shetani tumekataa katika jina la Yesu Kristo. Tena mahitaji yao wapendwa, popote wataenda mfalme, ukaonekania Jehova, ukauzunguka na damu ya mwanao Kristo. Mfalme, tunaomba hata msamaha wa dhambi, usamehe dhambi zetu, ukatakase kwa kuwa ni mtakatifu. Mfalme, tunaomba hata Roho wako Mtakatifu akadumu ndani yetu, akitukana, akitueleza, tuwezeshe hata kutenda mapenzi yako. Kutana mahitaji ya kila mmoja mahali hapa mfalme. Mfalme wa amani, naomba amani katika nchi yetu, naomba amani katika roho. Naomba hata ukazilinda jamii zetu, kwa kuwa bila wewe sisi hatuwezi. Dereva wetu tunampeana mkononi mwako Jehova. Baba, ukampe mawazo mema yatokao kwako Jehova. Ukawezesha hata kufika kwenye tunaenda Jehova. Baba, ukitenda hayo, heshima zote zitakuwa zako mfalme. Pokea sifa, pokea utukufu kwa kuwa wastahili. Na ni katika jina la Yesu Kristo tunaomba na kuamini. Amen.